to repeat one of your centers, support each other, and to lead small battles with our colleagues, with our superiors, with our people who are responsible for the legal documents, for the official providing of this. I will read exactly. The goal of each implementation plan is provide mechanism for full implementation in the structure of the Ministry of Defense and Armed Forces the principle of resolutions 1325. Wonderful sentence. This is the good shape, but we have to fill with the content this good shape, and this is our responsibilities. Doesn't matter of my sex or my job and so on. For me, it's only my belief, my motivation, that this is really necessary, and this is the question of the future of the people, human being. It's important for me. That's why I support each other, small battles, respect each other, help each other, and for sure we will succeed, but not to quit up. Or in the other situation we will fail, really. Okay.
Thank you. Okay, I'm going to try to be short and concise. Mechanisms towards gender equality and trying to speed up the process. That was a question. First of all, I do not like the word or the term gender equality very much. I prefer the term gender equity, meaning equal opportunity. And whether you go for it or not, it's an individual's choice. And it goes for women as well as for men, because we tend to forget, when we speak about women, we tend to forget it goes for the men also. Because if I say it's an individual choice, I'm going to give my example. I went for a military career. That meant I missed out on a lot in my family life. And that's a choice I made. So that's personal. That's one. Regarding speeding up the process, beware of one step forward, two steps back. Every country takes its own pace, and one country will speed up, or will go for it very quickly, open-minded, whatever, and another country will go slower. That's not a problem. As long as you go towards the good goal and the right goal. And to me that's equity. Equal chances, equal opportunity. And like in conferences like these, and like in the NATO Committee on Gender Perspectives, a lot of mechanisms and best practices are shared. And each country with its own background needs to pick the right mechanisms, best practices, lessons learned, whatever you want to call it, do's and don'ts, and take them back home and try to implement them. And that's okay if you go a bit faster or slower. If you look at the NCGP, the NATO conference, the NATO on Gender Perspectives, you see that countries that are very, like you called Australia, Sweden, Norway, great. Belgium somewhere in the middle. Montenegro might be baby steps. That's not a problem whatsoever. So I prefer going slowly, but the right way, than too fast and then break down. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm quite sure you are not in rush to leave the room because it's interesting with it. But we can take one more question. Or yes.
Okay, I can speak about microphone.
Yeah, and then I will say it because of the video.
My name is Ivana Ivasevic. I'm president of Montenegro NATO Cooperation Center, based in Podgorica, Montenegro. And this is a pleasure, let's say, to meet up the older and younger professionals in this field. Especially for me, it's a pleasure to be here because I'm a specialist in international security and I did my master's thesis on cybersecurity. You have been speaking about stereotypes that we are facing on a daily basis. I faced it since I was a kid. But my best approach to those stereotypes was once ago I was a student at university at the Department of International and National Security when I met up 30 male colleagues and I was only female colleague. And they told me, Eva, you are going to pass those exams because you're a woman, and they will, foster your education further because you're the only woman. I don't know, it's up to me to decide how I will approach my education and how I will give my best. So I proved months ago that I can do some stuff better than any male colleague. And that was related, beside my A grades on any subject that I was working on, it was related to cybersecurity. I told to my professor I want to do my master thesis on this field, field because I see that it's kind of popular on NATO agenda, and no one is dealing with this, especially no woman in this field. So he told me, no, you can't because you're just girl. I thought, I'm just girl. But what kind of girl? He told me, maybe you're a superwoman. I thought, you don't know what is in biology, considered like a superwoman. And then I told to him, okay, just let me to do my research. And I will be working on my thesis in English. He told me, why English? I thought, why not French? I'm a multilingualist. Let's say I'm polyglot. I already speak more than 5 languages. So why not? He told me, but you are based in Montenegro. Who will be learning from you in that kind of approach? I thought, I will at least motivate my colleagues, and after I will motivate myself to do or to start my international career. So I was just 22 years old, and he told me, okay, do your best, but I'm not sure. I thought, I don't care if you're not sure. You're male, you don't support me, but I still support myself. I'm self-confident, and I want to show off that one young lady from Montenegro can do the same or similar work like my female colleagues or my male colleagues from EU or NATO member states. And after I did my master thesis, I did publish it on national and international level, and he told me, okay, it's good, brilliant. Now you should enjoy every satisfaction. We do recognize you. So I did fight those stereotypes and show off that we actual women are brave and ready for it. Now my questions related to cooperation among EU, NATO and United Nations in this field of implementation of resolution. And this question is related to a lady from Belgium. And I have 2 more questions. After this very, let's say, for me, gorgeous and stunning representation of lady Mercida from Bosnia, I felt so motivated to push up my career at the national level, but I'm still stuck with those Marshall programs because they're not so much popular here. We don't know so many details, so I want to let you to speak up more about those programs that are ongoing in the Balkan region. And 3rd question for this gorgeous lady from Bulgaria. She's coming from military university. I'm very satisfied to meet you up, and you told that this kind of history is not so much successful, but you are trying to give your best and foster or enhance your female colleagues in this field. I want to ask you, what about cooperation with the government of Bulgaria? Since you're a member of NATO, did you realize, because some of your projects are stuck, but what about some successful stories? Can you share out with us and with us?
Thank you very much,
Yeah,
Eva, for it. Okay. Thank you very much. Eva was giving a comment on the stereotypes she has encountered during her studies, and she addressed all of the 3 ladies present. She's asking about the EU, NATO, UN cooperation to colonial head. She's also asking about the programs in the Balkan region to foster more presence of men in the military and international security to Ms. Mešetović. And she's asking Ms. Atanasova about the government cooperation with NATO. I'll kindly ask you to give short answers because we are already out of time.
Well, we can't promise this short answer.
I will. Just a comment first before asking the question on the stereotypes. Don't forget, congratulations by the way, but don't forget that it works both ways. Men also experience these stereotypes the other way around. Just don't forget that. But congratulations anyway. When you look at cooperation and interaction between NATO, UN and EU, I can tell you that. Maybe we should talk about it afterwards, because Magdalena, a few months ago, only organized a workshop on that topic with cooperation between NATO and UN. And if I get my way, in 2017, this will be cooperation EU, NATO and UN will be the topic of the NCGP conference. If I get my way, NATO still has to agree on that. So maybe it would be interesting to talk about it afterwards. Good. So was that short enough?
Thank you very much. Short and precise.
I think I can speak about my...
No, please, we need it because of the video.
Congratulations from my side. I'm almost in the same situation, living with two sisters, three of us, no brothers, so...
Me too.
Yeah, okay. Speaking about the George Marshall Center program, it's a European Security Study Center. It's really good one. Why? Because you have a wonderful opportunity to continue your education, being their student and having opportunity to use huge library, and even being there to study or to prepare your master thesis or doctor thesis, whatever. So, if you speak about Montenegro, you have your Armenian association here. I will just send you three names: Mr. Tahirovic, my dear friend Olja Injac, and dear friend Vera Damjanovic. Three persons, you can communicate with them. Everybody can apply to attend a program in George Marshall Center. Why is only what is important? They are not dealing with private sector. You have to be in a state level institution. Doesn't matter which kind of institution. You can delegate your name. Otherwise, for example, in Bosnia we have a huge problem because we don't have a ministry for education on state level. And we are not able to send anybody from academic community to be there. And these people are very important for us, especially we support our association very much, our professors, assistants. And they are not able to attend the program. They are able to provide lectures for students in George Marshall Center, but they are not able to attend the program. So if you belong to state institution, you can apply and no problem for that. And thank you for
Maybe in the
interesting.
future.
Who knows?
This integration process.
Okay, I realized that you have gained a wonderful experience, and this experience will help you in, for sure, with your motivation, your self-confidence, but you have to continue your fight for sure. And our examples here for our personal lives and careers show that not only good or best practices are useful for us, sometimes our failures are also useful. And that's why for our work with our Ministry of Defense and NATO or between some non-government organizations, it is compulsory to have some contract and to follow some rules. And it depends, of course, unfortunately, from money, from the people desire some things. What is the priority in your management, professional field, whatever? It depends on our human resources department in MOD, and your colleague here from MOD, from Montenegro, knows very well this situation. But we have to continue all the time with small steps, not to quit up. And one project, when it's finished, right now we have to start to think about, to discuss, to offer, to search another one. And this is our job, like a non-governmental organization in Bulgaria, to have contract, and we have really contract with Ministry of Defense. They really support us, not 100%, but we are, how to explain, like animals, like crocodiles, and all the time we buy them and ask them for attention, to support, and we succeed. Day after day, and this is the the situation. This is the way, hard way, not as skaters say, slower, not so fast, but for sure we have our successes. Okay, thank you.
Well, I would like to thank everyone so much for this, especially our guests at the panel. We have so many lessons learned tonight, but the most important part, it's not about gender only, it's about being professionals and not even thinking of the positive discrimination, but just looking at the things at the level of professionalism, going slowly, going step by step, knowing that this is not the ideal state of art at the moment, but we are working hard, and I guess that gives inspiration to everyone to work much more on the issues they are working on. I would like to ask you to like our Facebook page, Women, Peace and Security. Over there you can find the PDF presentations of our ladies, which we will publish. And of course you can always engage in the live discussion via social media, because we believe social media is really important for nowadays.